Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here to share a layout that I created with one of my Counterfeit Kit Challenge kits. I'm using that layout on the front of the idea book from Close to My Heart as my inspiration. I'm just going through and pulling out some papers. I'm getting close to the end of this kit, and so I still have quite a few solid sheets of paper, but I also have quite a few scraps as well. And so I'm just kind of fiddling through here trying to figure out which is going to be the best option for me at this point. That was a pretty large kit and I had quite a few scraps, but I try and utilize the scraps just as much as I do the full sheets of paper. The photos are of my nephew Jonathan and his wife Savannah and their son Abel. And then you can see my sister Mickey in the back of the larger photo. They live in Wyoming. So I don't hang out with them a whole lot. I don't know them very well. I haven't known my sister since, I was much younger. But we still make time and make effort to communicate with each other via the telephone or the internet. So of course, when you're starting to glue things down, of course you have issues with your tape runner. I know I'm not the only one who has that issue. It can go along just fine for paper after paper after paper, and then all of a sudden when you turn the recorder on, yep, that's the point where it just gives up and you have to rethread it. So I like that combination of papers there with that aqua blue, turquoise type color, as well as all of the hearts with the multicolor boxes around them. And then the combination with that diagonal stripe there, I think just looks terrific. I really like how this layout came together, and I really like the paper selection for this layout. And I was going to make the border piece there go from the top of the green cardstock, the base cardstock, to the bottom of the base cardstock, but then I opted to change my mind, which is absolutely my prerogative. So I just cut it off there and at the end, top and bottom of the pattern paper, so it doesn't go all the way across. Me and this T-square ruler, we have some moments. I pull it out when I think that I need to typically measure something towards the middle of a layout. For me to use it in a position like this, I'm not sure exactly what I was thinking. I never have good luck and I always have to move things around. And putting photos down like that anyway, I don't always grab a ruler. I just eyeball it a lot of the time, and that's where you see I lift it up where I put it down with the ruler and then peeled it back up and then put it down by sight where I wanted it. And I made sure the smaller photo of Abel by himself at the top, I pointed in so that he's looking into the page as opposed to out of the page, if you will. It just gives the layout more cohesiveness. And I took a pre-made journal spot and added to it here. I'm using rub-ons. Those are from Close to My Heart. They're pretty old, but they have held up really well over the course of time. The original journaling card said Everyday Memories, and I added Sweet Everyday Memories. And then I have put gathered letter stickers from the kit that say With Family. I kind of wish I had taken a smaller font to put with, and then instead of having the word family right against the bottom edge of that. I don't typically like that very much. But at this point, I'm not gonna undo it all. And now I'm looking, as I'm pulling off the dots for the eyes, I'm noticing that the overall layout is centered high. There's quite a gap there under the larger photo at the bottom. So I'm considering what I'm going to do to fill that gap, if you will. And so I had pulled in quite a few rolls of washi tape to this kit, and so I pull one out and make up my mind to add it along the bottom. I initially was going to put the ABC set down there, and then I thought, no, that I don't think it would pop up enough. So I took the red polka dot washi tape and put it down along the bottom. And because the top piece, the journal spot, is a little bit shorter than the photos on top, I felt like I needed to make the washi tape a little bit longer on the bottom. And so I've got everything situated there like I want it. And I've added some pop-out phrases along the side, some chipboard pieces, as well as just some cardstock pieces. And I'm going through and I'm adding some wood veneers, some metal hearts. I think I add enamel dots. I just add things along the side to draw your eye that direction, if you will, to some of the words and phrases that are there. Overall, I'm really liking how this layout came out, and I love that I was able to pull so much of my own stash into it. So that's a question for you guys. Do you pull, when you're getting ready to create, do you pull the supplies to make one layout at a time, or do you pull like a kit together like I do? Just out of curiosity, I know some people that pull one layout at a time from their stash, and for me that's kind of overwhelming in that I have too many choices. Sometimes I build kits that have too much in them because I couldn't make up my mind, and so I just keep adding and keep adding and keep adding. And so yeah, it gets me into a bind to some degree. But I really do like making my own kits so that when I sit down to create, I have everything that I need to create from start to finish, as far as all of my papers go and all of the embellishments and, you know, those little bits and pieces that make your layout. If for some reason I figure out that I need to add something different or something additionally from my supply, if I'm away on a retreat or at a crop, I can always make a note to myself, but that happens very seldom. I mean, the most I ever have to do is look up a date when I get home from an event. I very seldom ever have to go back and add anything to a layout. So if you create your own kits, I would love to see them. Just leave me a note down in the comments section and let me know where I can find them at. I would love to go over and look at the layouts that you create, the kits that you create, whatever you create on your YouTube channel or post to your blog. I would love to pop by and have a look-see. I hope this inspires you to get into your stash and pull together a kit, or just get your supplies out and get to creating. We bought our supplies to enjoy them and use them, and then we end up hoarding them, or at least I know I do. But you know, it really is, for me, inspirational to see other people pull from their stash to create layouts now, you know, even if it is old supplies. So flick me a thumbs up if this inspired you, and I really would like for you to subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this. Anyway, thanks everyone and have a great day. See you on the next video.